Okay guys, hope all of you are well. And today I'm going to give a little bit description regarding a topic Uniform Civil Code. It is a mostly pronounced topic in recent times. It is frequently mentioned in newspapers and there is a great debate is going on regarding Uniform Civil Code. Right. And you know in my YouTube videos my purpose is not to give detailed notes or description. Here I am going you to give only a short guide, direction, what directions you have to follow while preparing the topic. Where everyone has his or her own mind, a different analytical power, and each one will examine or interpret the topic from his own viewpoint. And if you want any detailed notes, then you can join my online course. Around more than 9,000 students have joined my course till now, and you can call or WhatsApp me directly. My number is 7823840101. Now come to the topic Uniform Civil Code. I already told you many times that when we prepare any topic, first we have to see its history, right? When we say the history of Uniform Civil Code, what we have to prepare? First, we have to see that the origin or status of Uniform Civil Code in British time. When we say British time, it is mainly you can say Hastings and Cornwallis. You can take the reign of another rulers also, but in my views, Hastings and Cornwallis are very important because during this time a great reform was brought into the personal law, especially Muslim personal law. So first you have to see that what were the reforms, law reforms of Hastings and law reforms of Cornwallis, and what were the impacts of their reform in personal law, especially in Muslim personal law. And we have to see the purposes of such reform also. Right, we have to see how the Uniform Civil Code derives its origin from this time. Right, after that you see constitutional debate. We know that in Constitutional Assembly there was a great hue and cry and there was a great debate that happened whether the Uniform Civil Code has to be implemented as a fundamental right or not. Article 35 came into a great attack from two groups. One was supporter and one was actually opponents. While we prepare the topic constitutional debate over the Uniform Civil Code, we have to see the views of the supporters and opponents. Why we have to see the views of the supporters and opponents? Because the opinions, the views of the supporters and opponents will help us to create our own opinion towards the topic. First, it will help us, the views of the supporters and opponents will help us to prepare the topic or to create our own opinion towards the Uniform Civil Code. We can quote their lines in our answer. We can quote their lines in our essay. Yeah, we can gather many points from the views of the supporters and opponents. You can take 2-3 persons of each group from supporter and opponents, and apart from this, if you find any noticeable line given by any supporter and opponent, you can note it down and you can use it in your answer, right? And among the supporters like K. Munshi, AKIR, among the opponents like MS Mohammad Ismail, Nazir Ahmed, you can prepare, right? And there is a person called Ambedkar, right? Ambedkar took middle way. He neither supported the supporter group or neither supported the opponents group, right? He actually took care both the views of the Hindus and Muslims, right? And what view was given by the Ambedkar? We can prepare this thing also. These will help 3 ways. First, it will help to create our own opinion towards the topic Uniform Civil Code. Second, their quotes might help us to include in our answer, in our essay, right? And apart from that, after it, you can see what are the constitutional provisions of Uniform Civil Code in our constitution. What the Indian constitution at present says about the Uniform Civil Code. We have to prepare this subtopic also. Now come to the present. While in present form, we have to see the merits and demerits of Uniform Civil Code, right? And as well as we have to give a solution. I'm giving a little hint regarding the solution. You see, when we give a solution, you see we have to give a practical solution regarding the Uniform Civil Code. And at present the practical solution is that it is not totally possible to give implement uniform civil code. Here you can give a quote from the opponents, right? One of the opponents says that it is not possible to stamp all the people from north to south, east to west with a simple code, right? And I also agree with this thing, right? Instead of implementing the uniform civil code, we can remove or we can eliminate those aspects of personal law which are in conflict with the fundamental rights, right? The thing is, actually the controversy is not really regarding uniform civil code. There are some evils related with personal law, right? Actually, who is actually urged the country to think that whether uniform civil code is necessary, but without implementing the uniform civil code also, if the Indian legislature implements law to eliminate the social or religious evils related with the personal law, then I think without any chaos, without any hue and cry, some aspects of uniform civil code will be spontaneously implemented, right? Then if you prepare the topic from all these viewpoints, from history, from constitutional debate, present constitutional provisions regarding uniform civil code, merits and demerits of uniform civil code, and as well as solution, then I think your preparation for the topic will be completed. After that, you can find out questions. For the questions, you can join my Facebook group, XValley Singularity IS. Here I publish questions frequently. You can prepare the questions. After that, I think your preparation for the topic will be completed.